Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
Life's better under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
Hello, welcome to the Greg Gibson Show. And Greg, I'll tell you what, you played Crawford County last week and came out a big winner. Why don't you recap that game for us?
Yeah, it was good to get that first PLAC win. It was kind of starts off our second part of our season here with a lot of conference games, and we played pretty well. You know, they were probably a little overmatched. They're pretty young this year. They had a lot of sophomores starting, but it was good to see our kids. And we got a lot of kids involved in the offense. You know, we had 4 or 5 different kids score. We had a couple kids score on defensive end. We had a pick six, 2 different pick sixes, which I can't remember the last time we had that. Yeager picked off the ball and took it 40 yards for a touchdown. And Seven Whistle had the lineman's dream, a deflection at the line of scrimmage, and he caught the ball and took it on in about 30 yards. So he was pretty hyped about that. But overall, I thought we took care of business pretty quick, and we really executed well on offense, and the defense did the things they needed to do. It was, you know, Crawford threw the ball a lot more than the first 2 teams we saw, so that was good for us to get our secondary some work, and they held up pretty well. But overall, like I said, it was great to get that first PLAC win. Now we're moving on to get ready for Paoli, and it was good to get one of the plus side. You always want to get that confidence going before you hit the middle part of your season.
And you know, a lot of people might look at the stats and say, wait a minute, Guillaume only had 130 yards. Well, he only had 7 carries. So,
right, yeah, and you know, we wanted to get other kids involved, and you know, we had you know, I think Sawyer had a 70 or 62 yard run or a 72 yard run, and Cooper Brown had a long run, and Cole Yeager did a nice job. He rolled out one time and took off. So Cohen had a couple of nice runs. So it was just nice to get a lot of people involved in the offense and work on some things that we know we're going to have to down the road. And like I said, I thought the JV kids went in. They got to play in the second half, and they played well. I was really proud of them. They executed their offense pretty well. They actually scored. They put a touchdown in there at the very end of the game, and so it was a fun night.
And you know, it's always nice to start out 1-0 in the PA in your conference play. So that's a positive.
Sure. Yeah, you can't. If you're 0-1, you're already making up ground. So we're 1-0 now, and then like I said, we got the Paoli coming up here, the big game Friday, and the kids, we had a really good practice this morning. So I think it was beneficial all the way around.
And you're listening to the Greg Gibson Show on Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Bros Sport Communications. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
It's time for this week's Buzzer Beaters. Listen as our experts pick the results of 5 local games. Buzzer Beaters, every week exclusively on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
When you think sporting goods, think no further than All Star Sports in Ferdinand. Custom embroidery, screen printing, team uniforms, sports equipment, and sports apparel and shoes. We have it all. Give Brad a call today at 812-367-1618 or visit them in the Country Plaza Shopping Center in Ferdinand. All Star Sports is open Monday through Friday 10 to 7 and Saturday 9 to 4. All Star Sports, when you're thinking sporting goods.
And welcome back to the Greg Gibson Show. And Coach, this week you get to take on the Paoli Rams at home. And why don't you preview that game for us?
Yeah, I think this is going to be it's a big ball game. You know, just looking at the power rankings of some sorts, they kind of ranked the number one team in our sectional. They've won 2 in a row. They beat Corden 2 weeks ago pretty good, and they got Springs Valley this past week, and that was a big win for them. And so now they're sitting 1-0 in the conference. We're 1-0 in the conference, and I think whoever gets this one has at least an early driver's seat as far as the PLAC goes. So it's going to be a good ball game. They have one of the top running backs probably in this area, the Rominger kid. He runs the ball well. They run a flex bone offense, and he's the fullback, and he kind of powers their whole offense. He had a really nice first half against Valley last Friday night, and kind of set the tone. So we're going to have to do a good job on him. And then their quarterback, and there's a balanced team. It's going to be a really nice test for us. I think on the same side they'll have to do some things for our running game too. So I look forward to a really good high school football game Friday night.
Well, Coach, good luck against Paoli.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're listening to the Greg Gibson Show on South Virginia Sports Network. Arizona and Rose for Communications. We'll see you next week.
At MAD, we believe in zero. 0 fathers who aren't there for bedtime. 0 mothers who miss the first day of school. 0 children who never come home. We believe in 0 victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to 0. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in 0.